All right, now let's continue on this worksheet. It's the same point, A over here. We have 2, 3, and 5. Now this time, we are going to try to find the equation of the sphere centered at A with a radius 3. Now, a sphere means that you have a center over here. This is the center A, 2 and 3 and 5. And you have the equation of any point on this sphere. The distance between this point and the center over here should be a constant. So this should be a constant, and then you can have a sphere, right? So that's the one you have. Okay. So what it means is that what we have is that the distance between these 2 points, let me use x, y, z, use d over here, and 0.235, the distance between these 2 points, should be a constant. And that's going to be 3. That's what we have. Now, because of the distance formula has square root over there, we can also say this is exactly x minus 2 squared plus y minus 3 squared and plus z minus 5 squared is equal to 3 squared, which is equal to 9. Okay, so the equation over here, let me again put it over here. So the equation is simply x minus 2 squared plus y minus 3 squared and plus z minus 5 squared is equal to 9. You may say you don't like these parentheses, you want to multiply them out. That is fine, but on the other hand, this formula is perfect for the equation because you can clearly see where the center is, right? The center is 2, 3, and 5. You can also see what is the radius of this sphere. Radius is going to be root 9, which is equal to 3. All right, so we can see that essentially all the problems in this section are centered around the concept of the distance formula. All right, so let's look at the last one. What is the radius of the largest sphere that is contained in the first octant? So this is again testing our geometrical perception over here. So we have, maybe I should draw the x-axis shorter and y-axis and z-axis a little bit longer. So let's do this. So this one over here is x and y and z, okay? So this is 2, and this is 3, and this is 5. And we have this point over here, and this is the center. Now, so-called in the first octant, that means you're gonna draw a sphere over here that if you draw a sphere with a very small radius, of course it's gonna be over here. But on the other hand, you don't want to touch any coordinate plane. Now, we already know what these coordinates mean. 2 means the distance from this point to YZ plane is 2. 3 means the distance from this point to XZ plane is 3. And 5 means the distance from this point to the XY plane is 5. So choose the shortest one, then that's going to be the radius. Because if you choose any radius greater than 2, then it's going to actually go over the YZ plane. So we will see that the equation over here, the radius over here, radius has to be the smallest of these 3 points, 2, 3, and 5, okay? And so that's gonna be equal to 2. And if you want to write down the equation, which is not required over here, but on the other hand, you can try, and that's gonna be x minus 2 squared plus y minus 3 squared still the same center, and z minus 5 squared is equal to 2 squared. Okay. And when x is 2, y is 3, and z is 5, and then we have exactly the point touching the yz plane. All right, I think that's all for the first worksheet we have over here.